about people who make $250,000. Well, that is not many of us. And if they're having a problem in the United States, and I can say as we travel that the gas prices are soaring every time we go to a new town. It does seem like it's going up and up and up. It is very expensive to eat here. And also, I see that a lot of places are simply shut down. They're just shut down. So they're destroying small business. They're printing money. And where does it all go? Until finally we have to have the Great Reset, and then you have to participate in their digital currency. So I had a fellow from Alberta call me today to, talk about, sort of what's going on and what are the, what can someone do if you've got property, maybe you're a farmer, maybe you've got a little bit of goods, and your family sort of has amassed, some sort of wealth. But if you're under the tyrannical leadership of a government that can at any time overspend and mismanage the economy so incredibly that it devalues the dollar, devalues everything that you have, till, maybe buying a loaf of bread is $100 one day. And then if you get into digital currency and they tell you what you can't and can't buy, and if you're allowed to buy it because, after all, you went to a protest last weekend to protest the tyrannical government, and maybe that's just not acceptable. And so they begin squeezing you and controlling you. So these are some of the things that we have going on. And what's really funny, Aaron, I don't know if you have that there, but it's the Chinese government that is actually making fun of the Canadian government. Do you have that video there? Because it's in the Flipboard. And if you do, just pull that up. And so what's happened lately is that the Chinese government, the way that we've been dealing with people and with our that's not the one, but you know what? Let's go with this. I want to show you this, everybody. Take a look at, this is where it's not only about digital currency, but transhumanism coming in and becoming literally like gods. These people want to be God. Take a listen to this guy.
There's a plot going on. Here's yet another prophetic word. Well, don't listen to me. Listen to Klaus Schwab's top advisor. This is his top advisor for Davos, for the World Economic Forum, in his own words.
One of the features of this fourth industrial revolution is that it doesn't change what we are doing, but it changes us.
Data might enable human elites to do something even more radical than just build digital dictatorships. By hacking organisms, elites may gain the power to re-engineer the future of life itself.
So it says, by hacking organisms, the elites will have the power to re-engineer life. So they want to hack organisms. What are you? An organism. So this is Dr. Yuval Noah Harari, a transhumanist. Remember some of my early viral videos, you can go back and search for them, was about transhumanism. Nephilims were transhumans. The Bible talks about that. Genesis chapter 6. There's nothing new under the sun. The book that you've been neglecting explains all this even from the very first pages. The genetic mutilation of organisms, the mixing, right? The vile, illegal mixing and tampering of genetic material is in the Bible. It's what caused Noah's flood. It caused the first end of the world. Second end of the world will not be by water, will be by fire. But it will just repeat itself. It will be the same ideas, which they think they're so proud of that it's new, but all it is Satanism, is Luciferianism. These people have given themselves over to a false counterfeit religion, and when they speak, listen to them, they will use religious words and they will attack God. They can't help themselves because they're motivated by the dark side.
Because once you can hack something, you can usually also engineer it. Now, in the past, many tyrants and governments wanted to do it, but nobody understood biology well enough, and nobody had enough computing power and data to hack millions of people. Neither the Gestapo nor the KGB could do it. But soon, at least some corporations and governments will be able to systematically hack a religion.
Listen to that. Very soon, some corporations first and governments second. So who's the servant of who? The boss is the corporation. The multinational corporations are the bosses, and the governments are in their pockets already. The governments provide the legal avenue, the legal channel for the corporations to implement the New World Order. which is total control. They're not happy just controlling the richest countries in the world. They want to rape and pillage and plunder all the resources of the world. And this is some vile stuff, talking about hacking human beings and controlling them. It gets worse. Listen to this vile human being advising the World Economic Forum, working for Klaus Schwab.
And if indeed we succeed in hacking and engineering life, this will be not just the greatest revolution in the history of humanity. This will be the greatest revolution in biology since the very beginning of life.
Okay, so he doesn't have an ego, does he? He says, if we succeed in doing this hacking of human beings, this would be the greatest thing that has ever happened since life existed in the universe. Pretty modest guy, don't you think? Or he thinks he's God. And he's assuming the role of God. Isn't that what the Bible says the Antichrist will do? He will present himself in the temple of God as God. And the whole world will say, hooray! You say, well, how would that happen? Imagine this is the guy, or someone that's working with him. Says, we've done it, the greatest thing in the universe. We now control the blueprint for life. We can now make human beings who will always be healthy. They will always buy the right thing. They'll buy from this Procter & Gamble Corporation. They will always buy Johnson & Johnson shampoo. They'll always be very healthy. We've engineered it for them. You don't have to worry anymore. You'll always drive the right car from now on. Trust us. We're going to hack you and engineer you. And you'll always vote for the right people. We'll make sure of it.
4 billion years ago. For 4 billion years, nothing fundamental changed. Science is replacing evolution by natural selection with evolution by intelligent design. Not the intelligent design of some god above the clouds.
It says we will replace evolution with evolution by accident, really, with evolution by design. Now, every creation ministry talks about we are intelligently designed. We were created by intelligent design. So he made sure that everyone knew he was attacking that creator. He said, we're going to start making intelligence by design, but not the design of some guy up there in the cloud.
Evolution by natural selection is evolution by intelligent design. Not the intelligent design of some god above the clouds, but our intelligent design and the intelligent design of our clouds. The IBM cloud, the Microsoft cloud, these are the new driving forces of evolution. Today, we have the technology to hack human beings on a massive scale. In this time of crisis, you have to follow science.
In this time of crisis, you have to follow me, he says. Because you have to follow science. And what has science been wrong about? Which is nothing at all. Never been wrong. Fauci's never been wrong about anything, right? You have, in this crisis, don't let a crisis go to waste, you have to follow science. They've been grooming people for years, especially in the Western world. You don't follow morality, you don't follow your family, you got to follow unknown strangers who come in white coats, riding a white horse. That's the first horse.
Okay.
It's often